So, Ankur, I noticed you handled the audio now. Is it because you lost faith in our audio engineer from one recording that never got recorded?
That was me.
Oh.
I can admit when I make mistakes. Sometimes I forget to tap the button.
Okay. That's Ankur Garg for you. He's the one that made the mistakes and forgets to press the button.
That's Rizwan Awwal who's calling me out. Welcome back to the podcast. Here we go.
What is this, episode
8?
8? Wow.
Yeah.
Only 2 more episodes till the end of the season.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What are we going to do for a season finale?
You know what I'm really shocked about? We're wearing white. And we didn't coordinate this on purpose.
No, not at all.
And I don't know if Diddy approves of us wearing white this late in the year.
Diddy's all about love. He's just spreading love. He don't
Who's
care.
he dating these days?
He got so much love, he's dating everybody. He's no longer a human being. He's just an entity of love. And I love it.
I still can't believe Ben Affleck got J-Lo back.
That's because Diddy didn't get time for J-Lo, okay? Mark Anthony's too busy being suavemente and shit, you know?
So I know we've thrown this topic out a few times, but I think what we need to do a whole episode about is cancel culture.
Cancel culture. You cannot be rock stars, okay? And have to worry about being canceled.
Yo, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, there are topics that we just can't talk about ever again.
And I don't think that, anything's wrong. It depends on the intention, right? But everyone's just so afraid of everything these days that they just don't talk about it.
Some stuff is wrong.
I don't know, man. Maybe that's why, I would probably get canceled first.
I'm not gonna lie. My cousin called me out real hard.
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
Is he a younger cousin?
Girl cousin.
Okay.
Her name's Jessica. She's
she's older.
Pitch Perfect, and I mean she's younger than me.
Oh, okay, the actress, right?
Yeah. And she's doing some really cool stuff right now. But more importantly, we were having a conversation, and some people from my past came up, and I had referred to a certain community of people with the incorrect term.
Uh-huh.
And then she corrected me and said it's trans people, right? And she said the things that I was saying.
What did you say?
I said tranny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she was like, you can't say that. And she called me out on it, and she explained that certain connotations put that community in just the negative.
So is transgender incorrect too, or?
I think transgender is correct, but I think the phrase tranny was incorrect, right?
Got it.
And I definitely said it in a connotation that was negative. And I think the reality
the dog is definitely in our podcast, right? That's going off. The dog should get canceled right now.
I don't know. My ASMR headphones aren't picking it up right now, but I think there's multiple aspects to it, right? I think there's communities that are getting affected by what people are saying, and people are becoming more and more aware of how people are getting affected by stuff that's said. Right. For example, I get affected when there's hate towards the Indian or South Asian community, right?
Yeah.
And most people don't get it, right? I moved to Pittsburgh, like the whitest town that you could possibly imagine. I looked up the stat. It was like 92% Caucasian. It was crazy. And Sean, who's one of my mentors, we would go out, and I would be the only person of color in a restaurant. And I was definitely treated differently sometimes.
I don't know, man. I feel like white people has it the hardest right now in America. They can't say shit without getting in trouble.
I don't know, man. They just got their president elected not too long ago.
Well, I mean, the option was white and white, so I don't know.
I guess what I'm trying to establish is that if we're going to talk about cancel culture, I mean, there's 2 sides to it, right? There's the side where, you and I have to be extra aware of everything that we say, especially being public figures that we are.
Because it's not just racism anymore, right? Which I think it's so strange that we're the only race in this planet that looks at it that way. Like, I have the most amazing dog on the planet, Ziggy, as everybody knows. He doesn't look at one dog as, like, oh, you're a Chihuahua. Oh, well, I'm a Maltipoo, and I'm not going to hang out with you. Oh, you're a Lab. You're a Pit. They're all just one race.
Your dog has Napoleon complex.
That's different, okay?
And he's definitely
he's the alpha. My dog is an alpha. That's what he is. But he's gonna hang out with another dog. Doesn't matter what color they are. Doesn't matter how much fur that they have.
He is also prejudiced against really tall people.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Humans, in particular.
I noticed that.
For example, he'll bark at a tall human
until they sit down. Isn't that amazing?
And he's like, I can't see your face. And he just keeps barking until he can see your face.
I think that's absolutely amazing. Yeah, so, I mean, lions don't do it, bears don't do it, sharks don't do it, whales don't do it.
How do you know that bears don't do it?
I speak to them all the time.
Okay. There's a joke that I want to make, but I'm not going to make it. Sharks don't do it?
No, sharks aren't predators. They'll eat anything. They don't care.
You don't think a big shark bullies the tiny shark?
I think bullying is different than actually being prejudiced. We have actual hate. Do you feel like other animals in the kingdom has hate towards any particular,
Other animal?
Yeah, especially animal of their own race?
I don't know, man.
Unless you're trying to get with my girl.
Yo, Scar and Mufasa. I mean, that was hate.
That was made by humans again. Okay, that was written by humans.
Okay, so you're saying that
Simba's not real. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
in the wild, you don't think lions fight each other to be the king of the pack?
Sure, they do. That they do. People have been fighting over women all their lives. Okay, since the beginning of mankind. Right?
Wolves fight each other to be leader of the
Yeah,
pack?
but they're not gonna kill them just for hate for no apparent reason. That's what I'm saying. There's always a reason. Survival is.
You don't
the
think it's
reason.
because they got like looked at with side eye one day? And
Hey, yo,
like,
you looking at me, man?
One.
You looking at me different? I don't know, man. I really don't. But I see deers, prancing together all happily. I don't see humans prancing together all happily.
I mean, it depends what part of New York you go into, but there's some prancing that goes down.
Again, so is that something that you're afraid of
I prance.
saying? Okay, but we all know what we're talking about. We're saying that there's parts of New York, the village, where people are gay and they're prancing.
Whoa,
That is what you were hinting at.
That is not what I said.
Oh my God! Don't make me.
I was just implying
I can see
that
it. I know you too well, Ankur.
I was just implying that you might not see prancing at Tao, right? But you might see it on other parts
Maybe
of New York.
you haven't been to town on Sunday nights, obviously.
I have not been to Tao in a long, long
That's true.
time. Speaking of which, Riz, when's the next time we're going out to dinner?
Jimmy John's is on his way. They're sweet
Jimmy
fast.
John's. Man, you convinced me to get food, didn't you?
Yeah. It's the only way I'm gonna do the podcast.
I had to get him to the podcast one way or another.
Here's the crazy
guys.
part. He's the foodie, not me. Right?
Yeah, I don't order Jimmy John's.
I ordered. I like something fast. I've been so busy, man. You have no idea, right? Between the new business, which is located in every single state, we have options of going into different countries.
You're in Hawaii?
No, Hawaii.
Puerto Rico? Alaska?
Oh my God, why are you trying to be difficult, man?
I'm just saying, man.
All right, there's some
Cancel
logistics.
culture is going to call you out for making a claim like that.
So we are working really hard at it, and I'm just tired, man. I'm so tired. Then, of course, I have the marketing company and all the other ventures. I have a couple of properties.
We're just saying all the things that are good about us?
No.
We can just keep listing
I'm just
it.
telling you why I'm so tired, and I slip up. I make mistakes, right? The staff that I have is insane, and I'll be honest. I'm afraid.
Can we call staff insane?
The staff that I have,
That's definitely a labor.
the number
law
of
issue,
staff
for
members
sure.
that I have is very difficult to work with. That's what I mean. We are so afraid as an owner, as a small business owner. How do you move forward with Department of Labor down your back? Any employee can just be like, oh, he did this, he did that, or I hurt my back, etc.
I hurt my back.
That's
Can't
something
do
like
it.
that.
Hurt
I hurt my
my back.
back.
You know who teaches me what I can and can't say? Jackie Duffner.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, she gets some issues in being in real estate management and building management, right? Where there's turnover of staff and there's all sorts of stuff that goes down.
Well, right now it's hard to hire people. I don't know if you're experienced that in your line of business, but I am having a very difficult time finding capable people working, that wants to work. I don't know what happened during the pandemic. A lot of people are just more laid back. Maybe they felt like life is more important than work, which I respect that, but I still need, workers.
I don't know. I don't think I have the right perspective when it comes to the difficulty of finding jobs. I live in the world of either contract services or really high-end professional services where there's been no shortage of jobs from what I know, right? And filling those jobs has been more of an issue of whether you bring people into an office or whether you allow them to work from home. And I've seen that be controversial across the board. But we got to bring this back to cancel culture.
Well, I am. I'm talking about employees. That's like the most.
Employees can't cancel their boss?
Are you crazy?
What you talking about? Explain.
Epstein.
Okay, that's not an. Okay, I guess it is.
Okay, who's the guy? The weird guy with the bush and stuff? He like peed in the bush or something in front of his employees.
I know. Are you talking about R. Kelly?
No. That man should have stayed trapped in the
Yo,
closet.
how is his music still on the radio?
Robert Sylvester, by the way, that's his full name. Did you know that?
I just don't
Kelly's
understand
full name is
how
Robert
his music
Sylvester.
is still on the radio.
Hey, Michael Jackson's music is out. He just had an Amazon or Netflix documentary come out. I think this week.
You think he gets paid every time someone watches it?
Is that all you care about? Just care about views? Is that your new thing right now?
No, I'm trying to understand this cancel culture aspect of it. There's people that deserve to be canceled.
So who is in charge of cancel? Is there one sole leader?
TikTok.
Is there like a union? Is there a legislation of cancelers?
I think it's
Who's going to cancel the cancelers?
It's at Anonymous. They're in charge of canceling whoever they want to cancel. It's either that or Hater from the Couch 99.
What happened to canceling politicians, corrupt politicians? What happened to that? Isn't that how it started first? V for Vendetta. Wasn't that what it's all about?
Who's not a corrupt politician?
I mean, corruption, right? That's what cancel culture should really focus on. Corruption, whether it's within our society, right? Whether it's within a democracy, whether it's within an organization.
Cancel culture should focus on corruption.
Kind of has a ring to it.
I kind of understand what you're saying, but I look at cancel culture as so stupid in terms of like the education of like when they make a decision, right? Because it's like a trigger point.
So is cancel culture the same thing as trolls? Are they the trolls?
Okay, so
we've experienced that before.
Oh my God, the trolls.
Yeah.
I mean, my friends are the worst trolls on my caption. My father.
Your father is the king.
I mean, all this stuff is positive. Love you, Dad. But more importantly, I don't think trolls and cancel culture are the same thing.
Okay.
Right? I think cancel culture is the fact that if you do something that upsets a large percentage of your audience, they have the power to make you no longer relevant.
That's like a troll. Well,
no, that's not like a troll. A troll is calling you out on one specific topic and creating conversation, right? They're egging you on to respond.
Yes,
right?
That's true.
That's
but there's also internet trolls that will go in and just destroy a page, and they're not egging you on. They're just destroying the page.
Right. I mean, the whole Order 66 thing and so on and so forth, right? But I don't really...
Hold on. I think Jimmy Johns is here. They're so fast. We didn't even finish the podcast yet.
I mean, we have Jack. He can make that happen for us.
Sorry. Priorities in life is food. But listen, why don't we crowdsource this whole thing? Why don't we ask everyone else, what is cancel culture to you? For me, obviously, work is a lot of my life. I don't have as much of a social life. I don't watch football. I'm not...
You don't have a social life.
I don't do a lot of things that in culture...
You know how you call me out about perspective?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you definitely have a social life.
I'm a social guy that has an amazing entertainment of a life, right? I have a great nightlife.
That's called social life.
Okay, but I don't watch TV. I don't...
You don't watch Netflix?
And chill. That's
Amazon Prime?
No, but I'm not watching football. I'm not watching.
You don't have my HBO login, my Stars login,
and they don't have anything new.
I mean,
no, I don't
your brother took away your login, so I know that you log in.
Actually, if I get the Stars login again, because I heard the new Power stuff, the 50s dropping.
Oh my God,
amazing,
it's
right?
so good, so good.
How come no one? Yo, isn't 50 a cancel culture king? Actually,
yo, Curtis will post the craziest stuff on social media.
Yo, he fucks people up, right?
Yo, it is hilarious.
What was his saying? Give me my money.
Get the strap.
Get the strap.
Get the strap. I was dying, man. Yo.
So is that an example of cancel culture or mocking cancel culture?
No, man. He will promote stuff. He's an example that there's no bad press, right? No matter what he talks about, it will immediately start trending.
Okay.
And he's the type of guy that, very similarly to like Will Smith and all these other guys that went on social media at a certain time of their career and just perfected a certain type of content creation.
I think he's just being himself. You don't think so?
Oh, 100%. But so is Will, right? Will's an extremist, right? So if he's going to do something, he's going to do it creatively and unique.
I love everything that Diddy does, by the way. I love everything that Diddy does.
I feel like I haven't seen Diddy on social in forever.
Oh, no, he's always posting. He's active. See, I'm really big on the Instagram stories, right? I like that because that's real life. It's right then and there. You can't filter it. You can't edit it. You're not really going to make a video. Maybe you'll do that for your Reel or IGTV or YouTube. But Instagram stories, boom, right then and there. Capturing that moment, capturing that raw emotion. You can't fake that shit. And Diddy does such a good job with that, and he shouts so many people out. But at the same time, there's so many people trying to cancel Diddy, like Mace. Mace is saying this whole love thing is all fake because Diddy still owns the rights to all of Mace's music.
More money, more problems, man. More money, more problems. Isn't Mace like a pastor?
He's like a pastor gangster or something like that. I don't really understand. I try to follow his stuff. It's a little contradicting and conflicting. I always have a problem with when the artist is not respecting the promoter or the marketer, the person behind. I'm sure there's a lot of artists that's going to disagree with me on this. But the things that your manager does behind the scenes to make you pop, the amount of money that goes into it, the time, the articulation, the strategy, the artist didn't do that. That was him. That was Diddy.
Okay, so let's talk about like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Right, and how she
I
didn't own her
obviously
catalog.
don't follow Taylor Swift,
But
so
she
you're
didn't.
all
She
alone
didn't.
on this
Oh,
one.
great. What about Britney?
Ankur loves Taylor.
What about Britney?
Britney, I just know the latest gossip about Britney. I don't really know much about
Okay,
Britney.
so generally the concept is that the artist doesn't own the rights to their masters.
Okay. Yes.
Right? And someone ends up buying it. In Taylor's situation, it was Scooter Braun. And, essentially she was like, give me my masters. And she was expecting to get them back for free. She's like, I sang them, I made them, right? And she didn't care about whatever cost went into what happened and so on and so forth. There was an outpouring of, support from her fan base.
So that support is that canceled because they actually don't know the facts, right? Legally, Scooter bought the masters correctly.
Right.
It was a good business move. Just like I think Michael Jackson bought Elvis Presley's masters.
Yo,
after he dated his daughter for like 5 minutes.
That was the most gangster thing I've ever heard
Crazy,
in my
right?
life, right? So Elvis Presley makes fun of MJ.
Yeah.
MJ goes and buys all his masters.
Yeah.
And until the day he died, he made money every time someone heard an Elvis song.
Yeah.
Like, forget getting back at someone, getting revenge.
And he married his daughter, didn't he? Remember?
MJ?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah, married his daughter.
I tried not to think about MJ's relationships.
Wait, Elvis Presley and MJ was around at the same time? Am I off with my timeline?
Was it Elvis or was it someone else?
Well, I mean, Michael Jackson bought Elvis Presley's masters, and I think some of the Beatles too. And
There was someone
people.
particularly that made fun of MJ.
I don't think it was Elvis. I think Elvis was dead.
I think it was Eminem. Eminem made fun of Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson bought all of Eminem's masters.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I saw these posts on social, on TikTok. I don't even know if it's true. I'm just going to go ahead and say it's true. Okay, so I think more importantly, when it comes to cancel culture, and it comes to the people that listen to us, right, they want to hear our opinion about cancel culture. So I think it's important for us to address two things. Riz, do you think you're in danger of being canceled?
All the time.
What are the specific topics that scare you the most?
The problem is this cancel culture there is that's out there right now, just like with how politics is right now. And you covered this in one of our podcasts. The facts that are out there, people aren't taking the time to read it compared to the fiction. So they'll take just any BS information and call it fact, and they want to cancel it. I call that trolling. That's not canceling. You're not canceling anything because it was never real. It never happened. So, yeah, I'm afraid because if I live life truthfully and do everything correctly, I could still get canceled because someone can make some fiction, some BS about me. Someone that I rubbed the wrong way or whatever the case, didn't have a good day, want to take it out on me, and I can get canceled. The more I do, the more I put myself out there. What does that mean? Am I supposed to be afraid of not doing? No, I'm going to keep on doing. I'm going to keep on producing. I'm going to keep on creating. That's what I do. That's my love. And no one's going to stop that. Someone can try to cancel me, but I know in my heart I'm doing everything correctly. You got a problem with me? Talk to me. I'll give you my phone number. You have my email. You have my Instagram. Message me.
Okay, so if someone comments that, hey, Riz, I disagree with your opinion, do you respond? Do you reach out to find out why they disagree?
An opinion is an opinion, I think, right? Facts are facts, two different things. If I said something as a fact and I was wrong, I will 100% reach out like, hey, I'm so sorry that I was wrong. Please show me the article. Or I did the research, you're right, and I was wrong.
So how do you know that you're wrong when the person is just putting a comment?
No one ever approaches correctly. Most people, it'll be nice if they just message you on the side and talk to you. Hey, by the way, you have a typo or whatever the case is. Wrong there, No, they like to leave a comment right out there. So unfortunately, that's just how our culture is. And truthfully, from a marketing perspective, I have made a killing in my life by making errors on posts just to gain traction. That's a little trick that I've done all my life. People rather actually point out the bad than the good always.
You're saying your typos are on purpose?
There's a lot of things that I do that's on purpose.
Wow. That's interesting.
It works because people point out the bad, not the good.
You know who called me out recently? Uday Bolasani.
He is your biggest troll, not your dad. Uday
I think he says out of love, but I had this post about, what do I do when someone asks for free seasonings?
Yes.
And he responded with, what do I do when someone asks me to buy seasonings? And, I was like, wow, there are two perspectives of it, right?
But you didn't ask anyone. I think people just
I asked everyone.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember you asking me. I just bought it.
I didn't ask you. I just assumed.
Okay.
Right, but there was the initial launch, which is when as an entrepreneur you have the most fear, right? You need to see some sales roll in. Their momentum needs to kick in. Yeah. So I did that thing where I opened my Gmail up, composed a new email, right? A, and all the in the drop down, all the names that were A, I would go pick, right? When you get to it's Uday, right? Like that's it. Gotcha. You. When you get to you, it's Uday. And
this Uday, this Umang, this Usman. I mean, but hey, you chose Uday.
Oh, Umang's name is misspelled in my contact. It's been OOMANG for so long in my phone.
No wonder we couldn't reach out to him during the bachelor party.
We found him eventually, but the scenario is I definitely did send that message out, and one of the things that I realized was like I needed to reach out to you today and apologize, right? Because I was doing the same unfair thing to him that he was doing. That I would,
I'm really interested. What was his response?
He didn't respond yet.
Oh, so this is recent.
Yeah, but I know he's like there's certain things going on that I'm going to give him a pass for not responding right now.
You get a pass, Uday. You're lucky.
Yeah, there's certain health stuff happening with him and his family, and so it is what it is. But I'm sure he and I will have a conversation in the next couple of weeks, when it's time, and we get back together.
Listen, this is my perspective. I'm going to disagree with Uday on this one. What are friends for if we can't support? Our family ain't going to do it. We're first generation brown people here. Our family is not going to support a new business unless you're Gujarati. Then your family will. Every single one of your family members will come, support you. But yeah, man. We have to reach out to our first, second degree of separation. There's no other choice. How else will we start a momentum?
I think the difference is where I'm wrong and I'm working to change it is that I ask people to buy it. Instead of asking them to buy it, I should just be spreading civic awareness. That, hey guys, look, I'm really proud of this new project. I'd love to get your feedback on the website or something like that, right? And it's up to them.
But okay, let me flip it. I see you buying and supporting a lot of your other friends' businesses.
And my non-friends, too. Just anyone I follow, if they post something.
So you have a certain perspective. Don't change that perspective. Just because other people has a different perspective, yes, you might need to cater to them and add on to it, but you shouldn't change your perspective.
Yeah, but I shouldn't hold people to do the things that I would do.
Then you need to recalculate that circle that you can reach out to. Because you can reach out to me, hey, Riz, I need you to buy this. Hey, Riz, I need you to quick pay me. Hey, you can do these things.
Quick pay me? Why would I have to do that?
I don't know. In the middle of the night. But
no, there's certain circles that I know when I need support, they'll be there for me. And then there's certain circles where I was running in this mindset that, hey, when I have an important announcement, I could count on you to pull in to whatever I'm doing.
Gotcha.
And I think that mentality is actually wrong.
Okay.
And I think that's something that I'm changing after Uday's message and me realizing that I don't think I'm going to get canceled for asking these people.
Uday almost canceled you.
Right. But I think that as there's communities that I realize that I'm affecting by the things that I say, I have to behave differently. Not only just behave, I have to have a shift in my mindset that's permanent that says, there's right and wrong ways to approach these conversations.
And that's how I feel about cancel culture, this cancel society. You're against it. You're highly against it. I'm not against it. I think it's valid as long as all the facts are there and it's actually hurting a specific group of people. Yes, you should cancel that person. I mean, cancel society has a bad rep, but they've also helped out a lot of people.
I think it also goes the other fold, right? I feel like you have to give the person grace to correct themselves. Right? I'm not saying, R. Kelly can be forgiven for this crazy stuff that he's done, right? But let's say someone is a...
Weinstein, that was the guy's name.
Yeah, we're not putting him in the pool of this conversation. Okay. But, let's say someone makes a mistake, right? And, let's say someone kills someone in a driving accident, right? Fell asleep behind the wheel. I'm not going to say being under the influence, but genuine accident, right? Someone veered into your lane and then you veered off and unfortunately you hit someone. I mean, that's a mistake, right? But should that person be essentially canceled, right? Through their friend circles, through the paper, through the media.
It goes by majority, man. Look at it. Like America, there's a huge chunk of America and Americans who are pro-guns, right? So if you are a parent whose child died due to gun violence in a school, you'll be against it. But you can't cancel it because there's a majority who's still pro. So even that might be the right reason to cancel. It's crazy how it works. There's no rhyme or reason behind it.
We got to do another episode about guns.
Donald Trump. It's another one.
No, we're not doing an episode about
that
Trump.
guy should have got canceled.
No, but we got to talk about guns.
Okay.
Do you believe in guns?
Do I believe in guns? That's a weird question. Do I believe in weapons?
Are you pro guns?
I am not pro guns. I like to. It's a good form of entertainment, but I don't think people should carry them around. You know, some people are irresponsible.
Oh, this is gonna be a great episode. I'm pro gun.
You're pro gun. I would imagine.
I've yet to actually hold a gun or shoot a gun.
I know
in
your
my
new
life.
friend circle, and I know your new income bracket you're in. You would be pro gun.
I think this episode will be epic. But on cancel culture, is there anything else that we want to say before we call it?
No, I think everyone needs to be mindful, and they need to be considerate for everyone around them. If that happens, you know, you're in the right no matter what. And if someone tries to cancel you, they're in the wrong. And that guy will eventually get canceled for trying to cancel you. Simply put.
All right, guys, we want to hear what you guys think. Go down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think about cancel culture. Remember, Riz asked what your opinions were.
What is it to you? Because I feel
you?
like it's different to everyone. And have you experienced it? If someone experienced it, please let us know. We'll love to bring you on the show and hear more about it.
All right, guys, we'll catch you on episode 9.